welcome to the demo dive, where I live stream myself digging through Steam's demo tag to sort the trash from the treasure. I'm CB, and while I'm sure I've been more glad to see a weekend than I am today, I'm too fed up to remember when. Fuck the retirement age of 67 for my age bracket, and fuck the possibility that I'll have to work longer than even that because my state pension, even with my work pension, won't be worth shit. And now my human-coded day job wants me to do a well-being assessment, where I am aware that 100% honesty will probably get me fired. But at least my habs are doing well, and I have D&D on Sunday, and a cancellation of tomorrow's smaller D&D group means I can settle in and watch Hab vs. Sabres Game 6 without rushing my players, so that's something to look forward to. Also the demo dive, which is a thing to look forward to in and of itself. Today's demo is called Magical Princess by Neotro Inc. It's basically a daughter-raising simulator. Our little bundle of joy is attending a magical academy, and we have to choose which classes she attends, activities she gets involved in, jobs she does. And, already this is sounding a little bizarre because, aren't we, as parents, supposed to be encouraging a child to be their best and happiest selves? This feels like a kind of a toxic way to parent. I guess it's better to get the helicopter parenting out of your system in a simulation, but is it wrong that I'm hoping for a subversion of the whole thing, where pushing this child to do all of this stuff instead of asking her what she wants just makes her miserable? Or that we get an option to see what she wants to do with her life? Sorry, I'm having a kind of a gifted child flashback here, where there were some very definite expectations that I either could not meet at all, or was disinclined to meet because it was not making me happy. And that's gonna make this game fun! But if I want to see what this particular subgenre of game is like, I guess better here than looking into one of the so-called free-to-play ones, where you struggle to progress past a certain point unless you spend money. And I should not judge a subgenre unless I've played it. So here we go. Apologies in advance for any venting I might have to do as I helicopter parent against my will. Sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. Okay. Yes, this looks about 10 different shades of... It's always the fucking anime. I mean, it's a look. I don't mind the look. If you knew me and you knew what kinds of things I normally watch, listen to, read, then again, none of that matches up to any particular subgenre anyway. One of my former partners had a problem with that with my reading habits. Apparently, asking me what I like to read was too much trouble. He decided he was going to watch me and try to figure it out for himself. And after a couple of months, he was like, okay, this is really pissing me off now, because I've been trying to figure out what genres you like, and every time I turn around, it's something completely different. So I have to ask, what do you like to read? And I'm looking at him like, dude, you could have just asked without getting pissed off. Also, my genre is does it have words? If it has words, I'll give it a shot. If I get bored enough, I will read the ingredients on a box of cereal. I need input. That is probably at least somewhere in the top 10 of the most ADHD-coded things I've ever said. Anyway, so yeah, we have adorable. I hate to Kentucky Derby parent this poor kid, but here we go. Now let's check the settings, because that music is fucking loud. Well, they've spared no expense with the Spanglies. I guess that's something. Okay. Confirm. And now back. It's fine. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the defaults. I don't really care enough to name this kid. I might feel different if, I decide this is worth playing, but right now I'm not sure yet. I'm still side-eyeing this really hard. Anyway, let's go. Ah, we're a dad. Why do we have to be a dad? Fuck it. Thank you for checking out the Magical Princess demo. In this sample version of the game, you can play through the first 6 months of Alice's enrollment at the Royal Magic Academy, giving you a taste of the kingdom of Pantanelia. Sounds like a fucking shampoo. And its inhabitants as you get to know them while raising your daughter. The full release will let you experience Alice's life from early childhood to post-graduation in a story of epic proportions. Okay. One filled to the brim with a variety of endings. We hope you look forward to the release of this game. I mean, the game's already released, but yeah, okay. I may be being slightly, snarky about this one. This is going to be one of those snarky reviews, isn't it? The story until now. Magical Princess takes place in the land of Panatalia. A king that does not roll off the tongue, guys. A kingdom full of wondrous magic and fresh, delicious loaves of bread. Okay, why that's so important, I have no the fuck idea, but okay. Having lost his beloved wife, your character, Mark, has been tasked with raising his daughter Alice all on his own. After Alice receives an invitation to study at the Royal Magic Academy, the two of them move from their countryside home to the nation's capital. Thus begins a new chapter in the lives of a humble little family. Yeah, okay. Achievement unlocked, world's best daughter. Okay. I mean, they have a stress and a morality bar. At least they have a stress bar. That's something. Good morning, Papa. Morning, Alice. You look happy today. Okay, dear gods. Oh, Lord. I have one of those kids. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. Of course I am. Every day is so much fun. Cat. I wish I could be as happy-go-lucky as this girl. No, you don't. You're a cat. You have moods whenever you feel like. You can be whatever mood you feel like. Assuming you have custody of the brain cell. Or maybe that's just for oranges. I've known some pretty derpy voids. Anyway. This is your very own home within the capital of Panatelia. To get started, select Talk to your daughter to have a conversation with Alice. Okay. What should we talk about? Getting enough sleep. Yeah, want help cook supper? Okay. I'd love to learn some of your recipes. You can ask any time. I'm always happy to teach you. Great. We'd better go shopping for ingredients then. Okay. So now what? Go to the academy. Okay, fine. Today's the big entrance ceremony at the academy. I'm so excited for you, Alice. You're going to do great. There's always cats with crescent moons in this kind of anime. This is it! Today's the big entrance ceremony for the Royal Magic Academy. I wonder what's going to be in store for me once I start school there. Alice arrives at the ceremony venue. Once all the new students have assembled, the Academy's headmaster begins to speak. I should have thought to turn off the voices if it's all going to be in Japanese and then reading the subtitles later. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Royal Magic Academy. Allow me to extend my heartfelt congratulations in joining our esteemed institution. Before we begin, Her Royal Majesty, Queen Cornelia of our Kingdom of Panatelia, would like to share a few words of her own with you all. A young woman dressed in suitably brilliant attire steps onto the stage, her every step echoing across the silent room. Yeah, okay. So that's what Queen Cornelia looks like. She's so beautiful. She would if she didn't have resting bitch face. An air of tension begins to fill the room as the students find themselves sitting face to face with a figure of such great importance. In recent years, our country has faced greater and greater hardships. Monster attacks continue to take place around our capital, which our royal knights are doing their absolute utmost to quell. The High Priestess of the Yeasternacle has also received an oracle from on high, stating that the Crimson Moon shall return, bringing with it chaos. Thus I shall not mince words. Many trials and tribulations likely await us in our future. If we are to overcome them and become an even greater kingdom, it is therefore imperative that we raise you, our youth, to be the leaders of tomorrow. Okay, we're hammering the... Yes, no, being a helicopter parent is the best course of action right into the ground, aren't we? Knowing that, I ask that you all work hard and study diligently. The fate of our country rests with you. That is all. Queen Cornelia leaves the scene as quickly as she arrived. Once she's gone, the entire room begins to relax. I heard that she was a scary person, but she seems wonderful, and really awesome, too. I mean, technically the root of awesome is to inspire awe, and awe can also involve fear, so that too. Anyway. Although, haven't I met her somewhere before? She looks familiar to me somehow. This is going to be one of those long-lost relative things. This is another one of those tropes that appears, like, everywhere in these things. Anyway. No, that can't be right. My brain must be playing tricks on me. Anyway, to return to the topic at hand, thank you all for choosing to study at the Academy. The Royal Magic Academy is proud to host more instructors than anywhere else in all of Panatelia. Our school offers 3 academic tracks in which to specialize: sword fighting, magic, and socializing. You may choose whichever track appeals to you most. Socializing? So, if you're gonna learn to sword fight, shouldn't there be a sword fighting academy? What? Help! This makes no fucking sense. Can we not have had, like, tracks where it's not all funneled into one school that has a name of one of the 3 courses you're supposed to be taking? What? Yes, at least there are multiple instructors. The problem is there are too many instructors and too many tracks for a school that says it's specializing in magic. I am just saying. At least when I make up a magic school, it's literally teaching for the various branches of magic. Couldn't we have just had 3 schools? If we have enough teachers, if we have that many teachers, surely we can afford other premises. Why? I'm sorry, I'm expecting logic, and I should stop expecting logic at this point. Why I keep doing these and expecting logic, I have no idea. Anyway. Rest assured, your track does not decide what your future will be when you graduate. They merely exist to cater to your own individual interests. Yeah, but it's the Royal Magic Academy! And at this point, it's just telling you it doesn't even really matter. You study exactly what you want to, and that somehow does not determine your future at all. That's stupid! I'm sorry, but implying the school itself is magical, yeah, fine, but... This is... That's... No! There's an implication there! You're reaching! I get that you're trying to make this make sense, but let me assure you, it doesn't. And I'm actually the dumb one for trying to make it make sense. I am aware of this, but that is kind of my thing. I look at these things, I poke for holes. And in some cases, I don't have to poke. They're basically Swiss cheese with a plot line. Sort of a plot line. Anyway. On that note, allow me to introduce the head instructors for each of these tracks. Oh god, it's everybody's name for pastry. Patnatelia. Pan for bread. Yeah, okay. So we're bakery themed. We're a Swiss cheese sandwich. Great. Okay. Swiss cheese sandwich world. Go. First, let us hear from Mr. Philo, who is in charge of the sword fighting track. How come the sword fighting, which is all the clanky, stabby, named for the flakiest fucking pastry on the planet? Panatelia may be a nation of magic first and foremost, but if you wish to go off the beaten path and learn the art of the blade, then join my track. I'll make you into a fine swordsman who can serve our land with pride. Whoa, that's Blade Master Philo! They say he slayed over 200 monsters single-handedly back in the day, and that's how we won those wars. Wow, that's incredible! I never would have guessed that. He just looks like a sweet old man to me. Sweet old man who has at least one visible scar. And note, pretty much every other inch of his body is covered up. I am just saying, that man is made of scar tissue. Sweetie, I have clearly sheltered you way too much. If you don't understand what having a scar literally across your eye means. Next, a word from Ms. Anne, who leads Magia, our school's magic track. The magic track is for those of you who wish to learn magic and put it to use in service of a better world for all. It is also home to those ambitious individuals who wish to develop new forms of magic in the future. However, my classes are not for the faint of heart. They will be difficult and they will be demanding. Come prepared if you choose to join us. I heard Ms. Anne personally taught magic to Queen Cornelia herself. Apparently, she's considered to be one of the greatest mages in the entire, I think, country. It says entry. Sometimes they don't have a proofreader. It's okay. She sounds amazing. Yeah, she really does. Although she looks kind of scary and intimidating, too. I don't know. What the... Why am I being taught socialization by a 6-year-old? Finally, we'll hear from Ms. Mary, the head of Nobilis, the Royal Academy's social track. The social track is dedicated to teaching good morals and proper etiquette so that its students can flourish in high society. If you wish to grow up to be a proper gentleman or a fine lady, then look no further. Dang, she's tiny. Yeah, I can't believe she's actually a teacher. Not one to take any gossiping lying down, Mary's pair of teddy bears fly from her side over to the chattering students, chastising them with thwacks to the head. Ow! I can hear everything you two are saying. She's so cute and adorable. She looks like a doll with how she dresses. But how old is she really? I swear, if this is one of those, she's 300 years old, so it's fine to. I know too much about the incel side of the gaming community. I'm just saying, sorry, I'll get my mind out of that particular gutter and into whatever this is. With that out of the way, you all may now proceed to choose your preferred track. Which one should I go with? They all sound really interesting. That's the problem. It doesn't tell you that much about what they are. I mean, there's a certain amount of intuitiveness to the whole thing, but I mean, the somewhat because I am White Off an A-Troll, I kind of want to throw our teeny tiny blonde adorable into the sword fighting track to find out exactly how Mr. Sweet Old Man won all his scars. On the other hand, it does also feel like a bit of a waste to be having the Royal Magic Academy and not be learning magic. And then there's, I don't know what good she's going to be to the world as socializing. But she doesn't give any real indication of what she wants to do. Like, it's all she's doing is reacting to the teachers, not to the subject. I think the only one where she showed anything remotely like interest in the subjects was the magic track. Well, to be fair, this one is supposed to start earlier than we're starting now. For some reason, we're starting right in the middle, I guess, because they feel it's more exciting. And it's not so much the flat. It's all I need is a sentence on how she feels about each subject. But apparently, what she wants doesn't matter as much as what I think, which I don't like very much. Because I've been the daughter whose wants didn't matter as much as what the parent thought. And this seems unfair and very wrong. So I'm going to go with the one thing that she expressed an interest in straight off the bat. Even if it's with a scary teacher. So we're going with the magic track. I'll pick magic. I want to learn how to cast spells. Welcome to Magio, young lady. My course only rewards those who work hard. Whether your budding magic skills flourish depends entirely on your commitment. Good to know. Thanks for having me, Ms. Anne. Magia ID, an ID for students enrolled in the Magic Academy's Magia track, as denoted by its crest depicting 2 quill pens. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to begin your lesson. Okay, I'm sure we've skipped something, but anyway. Now take your seats before I freeze one of you in a block of ice. Chop chop. Yikes! Better do as she says. Hurry, you don't want to get nailed. Yeah, okay. At the start of each month, Alice has classes to attend at the Royal Magic Academy. Select 5 classes for her to take. She can also take the same class multiple times if you prefer. As a member of the Magic track, int classes are particularly suited to her. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, nope. Okay. let's see. Um, Literature 101, Basic Math, Basic Magic, Unlocking Imagination, and Basic Creation. Oh, I see. You're trying to build up your bar, which is why you'd want to. Okay. I'm tired. I'm glad school is finally over today. You did great today, Alice. Now you're free to do whatever you like after your classes. What's that little boy doing here? Maybe he got lost and wandered onto campus. That could be. Let's see what he has to say. Alice walks over to the boy and addresses him. Hey, you okay? Are you lost? No, Did you get separated from your mother? No, you don't understand. I'm a student here at the academy. I skipped grades and enrolled this year. You what? Wait, now that I remember, I think Papa said there was a new kid just like this one. He told me that the kid's a born genius who always gets incredible grades. I never pictured him looking like this. Why does it matter? Okay. Well, if I was pushed into genius track, I'd probably look traumatized too. I mean, somebody's clearly... I don't know what they're dressing him like, but it's... I think he's kind of lost in the coat. I'm sorry, I should introduce myself. My name is Noah. He politely nods his head like a proper gentleman. Call me Alice. This pipsqueak's got his act together way better than you. Eben, shush! Oh, sorry. Eben is the name of my cat. Nice to meet you, Noah. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I guess that means we're both in the same year here. I'm so sorry for not realizing sooner. That's okay. There's no need to apologize. Noah sits down on a nearby bench and begins to eat his boxed lunch, all by himself. Do you always eat your lunch alone? Yeah, the difference in age between me and everybody else has made it hard to make friends so far. That's sad, but I guess with nobody his age, I can see how it would happen. Alice decides to sit down next to him. Then let's fix that. From now on, you and I are friends, Noah. Huh? Alright, if you say so. I can't exactly hang out with you very often, though. I hope that's okay. I feel like I'm a big sister now. He looks a little happy, at least. Anyway, might as well eat my lunch here, too. Oh, I already finished eating mine. Christ, you eat fast, kid. You did? That was fast. I have a busy schedule, that's why. I can't afford to waste what little spare time I have. Without skipping a beat, he cracks open a thick book and proceeds to study. Yeah, see, this is what I don't want my kid to turn into. Wow, look at this guy. You should learn to be more like him. No, she fucking shouldn't! Work-life balance! Eben, who asked you? Alice's relationship with Noah has reached acquaintance. Alice can now chat with them. Art room, library, roll? Library. What happens in the library? Welcome to the Academy's library. If you need someplace to study or decipher ancient literature, then look no further. Wow, look at all these people. They're up to all kinds of stuff. I should hope most of it's reading. They sure are. Just make sure to talk quietly when you have to speak, okay? Self-study. Not so much, well, let's see what self-study does. Did you come here to read a book, or are you here to study and do homework? I'm here to study, or at least try to study. Just don't fall asleep if you can help it. You can just wake me up if I pass out. I don't mind. Ooh. Okay. Did you have a hard time concentrating? That's okay. Everyone has days like that. I think I'll check out the Central Plaza before heading home. Sounds good to me. Let's roll. Central Plaza. This is the Central Plaza, the most prosperous place in all of Panatelia. Look at all these shops. I bet you can find just about anything here. This area is good for more than just shopping. I hear some of the stores around here are even hiring part-time help right now. Oh, that's great. It never hurts to have a little extra gold to spend. While walking around the Central Plaza, Alice hears a loud, deep growl coming from somewhere in the vicinity. It's your stomach, dear. Ah! What was that sound? Some kind of monster? I don't think so. I don't see any monsters around here. But it was so loud. What could it have... Oh, okay, not my stomach. Oh no! Alice discovers a young girl collapsed on the side of the road. She rushes to the girl's side to help her get back up. Hey! What's wrong? Looks like she's conscious. I don't see any injuries on her either. I wonder what could have happened. What do we do? Should I bring a doctor? Hey, wake up! Are you okay? The same loud rumble suddenly reverberates right in front of Alice, revealing the source, the other girl's stomach. Hold on, could she just be... I'm so hungry. So all that noise was just her stomach growling. If she passed out from hunger, it's not a laughing matter, you stupid cat. That's it? Really? I guess I can understand. It's hard to do much on an empty stomach. If she passed out, it's more than just having an empty stomach. What is wrong with you people? Let's see. Oh, there it is. I found it. One of the sweet buns I was going to have for lunch today. Here, you can have it. You obviously need it more than me. Christ. Wow, you're so nice. Are you, like, a god? That's one heck of a conclusion to jump to over a little bread. The girl scarfs down the bun that Alice offers, at last recovering her energy and getting back on her feet. Thank you. You've given me a new lease on life. No problem. Glad I could help. My name is Alice. This is Eben. What's your name? I wish they wouldn't white screen flashy the introductions. I'm starting to get a headache. Qua Olive. Okay. So they're named for, in this case, croissants and the color they normally wear. Because you had Noah Violet and now you have Ms. Olive over here. My name is Qua. I'm a summoner who serves as an aid to Her Majesty. And you got so hungry you passed out in the street? Yeah. I came into town on her orders to monitor it. I told you! Baked goods! Bread-related things. Swiss cheese sandwich of a plot! Oh, and she's got a little croissant in the globe on her staff. If you look. You notice the hair, but not the croissant on her scepter. Whoa, you're her aide? That's incredible! Yes, thank you! What's a big wig like her doing lying on the ground? Oh dear. I did a lot of things in the past. Now all of the shops around town refuse to sell me any food. Oh dear. What the fuck have you done, kid? What do you mean? What kind of things? I have a knack for picking locks as well as relieving safes of their money. So basically she was a burglar? If my little nose doesn't deceive me, I still smell another sweet bun in your bag. At least you're a burglar and not a pickpocket. Yeah, I have more. Would you like to have another? Yes, please. Thank you, God. So good. Yum, 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 yum. This is a weird kid. I swear, this is about half worthy just for the unhinged fucking characters. What a strange girl she is. Well, I mean, maybe she's working as the Queen's aide because, like, community service? Alice's relationship with Qua has reached acquaintance. Alice can now chat with them. Tailor, bakery, canteen, armory. Let's go to the tailor and see what happens. Oh my gosh, look at all these cute clothes! I want that dress! Ooh, and that one too! I see why you like them. I bet you look adorable in just about anything here. Look around as long as you like, young lady. You'll find we have plenty of outfits that are perfect for girls like you. Named Eclair, dressed like a fucking butterfly. Okay. Like I said, community service. She probably tried to steal the crown jewels and is now magically compelled to serve the queen as like community service. Okay, well, let's see how much the clothing costs. I can't afford anything here. But okay, why do we have a sexy slit up the thigh dress? What do we have in items? Flour, sweet bun, bread roll. Come back anytime if you like. Come back anytime you like. Even if it's only to browse some more. I don't mind. Wow, look at all these adorable pastries and that yummy bread. This is one of the most popular bakeries in the capital. People love their sweet buns in particular. Are you interested in working for us by any chance? We're looking for some part-time help. Every employee can eat as much as they like, as long as what they like is one sweet bun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know all that much about the mechanics of this game, although I'm starting to figure it out. But as long as I can get past... here's the thing. They talk about it as a daughter-raising simulator, but we spend more time playing as Alice than we do as Dad. So, like, I think this might be slightly misrepresenting them. So let's see what happens if we say we take a part-time job. That doesn't sound like much of a benefit if you ask me. Yeah. Excuse me, are you still looking for someone to knead dough, like that poster says? Yep, in fact, the last person in charge of that just quit the other day. Would you like to try taking over? Would I? I'd love to. I promise you won't regret it. Oop. Well, that didn't work very well. Yippee! That turned out great! Thanks for all your assistance, Alice. Here's your pay for the day. Flour? Actually, that reminds me. I have... Oop. No, wait. Use. Munchy munchy. Yes, I can't wear that anymore. And I have... Gifts, none. Key items. Handkerchief. A precious handkerchief borrowed from a young girl working at a bakery that still contains a pleasing scent on it. Okay. What happens if we talk to Kwa? Yeah. I guess autumn is here, Kwa. Yes, I can smell the falling leaves in the air. Chat. Fall's such a nice season for doing lots of things, isn't it? Like exercising or reading. What do you do, Kwa? I don't exercise, but sometimes I'll read. If you're a burglar, you have done exercise in your time, sweetie. Really? Like what? Research. Things that Her Majesty asks me to look up. It's amazing how much effort she puts in for the Queen. She really is devoted to her. I'm still saying this is community service. She tried to steal the crown jewels, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Well, I have somewhat less stress. What are skills? I do not have any skill points. Okay. Back. I don't have a whole lot of energy left, so change area. Go home. Photo album. Ah. Look at this picture of the three of us, Papa. We all look so happy in there. Yeah, it really takes me back to when I was little. You're still a little kid. Mama was so pretty, wasn't she? You can say that again. I felt like the luckiest man in the world to have her in my life. You really loved her with all your heart, didn't you, Papa? I sure did. And I still do now. And that's the photos we have. I'm tired already. Maybe I'll lie down in bed for a little while. Okay. Oh wow, it's that late? Evan's fast asleep, it seems. If you wish, Alice can sneak out of the house at night. While nights offer unique opportunities, these actions can increase your daughter's evil gauge and raise her stress. Conversely, choosing to sleep and preserve her energy will lower her stress, which is important for her health. I'm not going out. Fuck off. It's getting pretty late. I should probably sleep. I have things to do tomorrow. Good night, Alice. Sweet dreams. Thanks, Papa. I hope I see you in them. Good night. I mean, like I say, I don't have, like, a genre, generally speaking. Oop. I'm trying to wake up, but what? I really want to crawl back into bed and just lay under the covers a little more. Kiddo, you went to sleep as soon as you got home, slept until 10:30, and then slept some more, so why you feel that way, I have no idea. I know the feeling, Alice, but you shouldn't. You'll be late for school. I think I'll save the doctor-daughter. Okay, go to the academy. Okay, I think I'm gonna head out now. I'll see you later, Papa. Okay, Alice, be careful. You're a student, so your first order of business is to study. So make your way to campus and find some classes to take. Got it? Making classes, okay. Well, Literature 101, Basic Math, Basic Magic. I want to finish the ones that I had originally started. Baking classes. Okay. Well, level up. Okay. Alice walks over to the school courtyard, where she finds a fellow student meandering about, looking preoccupied.
どうして
Why?
何かあったの大丈夫
Excuse me, are you alright? Did something happen? Gods, you know, it's been years since I actually properly studied Japanese, but I kind of still understand some of it. I should probably pick it up again. I've got a few language learning things. Anyway.
ああ何も問題ないよ
Huh? Oh, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about, miss.
は
Why? Oh, why?
あどうして
Kid, no. Kid. If you're gonna lie, at least commit to the bit.
問題なくないよね
You don't sound fine to me!
何か悩み事があるの
Is something bothering you?
話したらすっきりするかもしれないし私聞くよ
I'd be happy to listen. Maybe talking about it will make you feel better.
君いい子だな
Well, aren't you as sweet as a peach, young lady?
ありがとう
Thank you. I try. Fran Bluebell. Well, I mean, yes, okay. Although, to be fair, that's, like, verging on the indigo, but okay.
自己紹介がまだだったね僕の名前はフラン
That blue thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna think about this one, but the sweet bun worshipping chaos gremlin is probably one to play this game for. Ahem. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Fran.
由緒正しい騎士の家系ブルーベル家出身の王国騎士さ
I think they've already finished the swords track because I hail from House Bluebell, a family of knights whose service dates generations. I myself am a royal knight, which means she's probably graduated.
王国騎士
A royal knight? Really?
ああ今は女王の側近を務めている
Indeed. In fact, I serve as an aide to none other than Her Majesty Queen Cornelia herself. What? No way!
そんなすごい人に話しかけちゃったんだ
I can't believe I met someone so incredible here.
私はだよよろしくね
Uh, well, my name is Alice. It's nice to meet you, friend.
王立魔導学園の生徒だよ
I'm a student at the Royal Magic Academy.
同じ学園生徒なんだね
Oh, so she is still studying. How is she a royal knight when she's still studying? Did she get punted back to remedial for some reason? Ahem. That makes two of us, then. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lady Alice.
女王様の側近なんだよね
Oh, good. You are, but didn't you just say that you're an advisor for the Queen?
ああそうだよ
Yes, that I did.
それなのに
So,
なんで学園に通ってるの
What are you doing here at the Academy?
それこそが僕の悩みなんだ
What indeed? That's the million gold question.
僕は日々剣術も魔術も鍛えているし社交には興味がない
I already train diligently in the arts of sword fighting and magic, and I have little interest in mere socializing.
女王に命じられて仕方なく学園に通っている
Yet,
だから通う目的や意味がわからない状態なんだ
Yet Her Majesty orders that I attend this institution, hence my confusion. Ah, so she offended somebody. No, I think it's that she offended somebody and she's been thrown back here to learn some fucking etiquette.
そういうことか
Oh, that does sound a little strange.
きっと女王には何か考えがあるはず
Yes, nevertheless, I'm sure that Her Highness has her reasons.
僕に学園のことということか
Could it be that I was sent to spy on the Academy?
いやしかし
No.
スパイをするにも対象がわからない
No, that can't be it. I can't be a spy if I don't know my target.
どうしてどうしてなんだ
Why, Your Majesty? Why must you test me so?
女王様の目的か
If I had to
学
guess,
校は友達を作る場所でもあると思うけど。
I mean, schools are where you go to make friends too, so maybe
あ、
that's it!
なるほど。女王は僕に友達を作れという意味で。
Her Majesty is telling me to go make friends. She's also probably telling you to actually get some fucking social skills, but that's kind of what friends are for.
どうなんだろう。
We're trying so very, very hard not to say, what the fuck did you do to offend somebody? You really think that's it?
きっとそうに違いない。
Yes, I know it! It couldn't be anything else!
君、僕と友達になろう。
Knowing that, I wish to ask, Lady Alice, will you be my friend? Wow. Sure, I'd love to.
君に悩みを話したら解決したよ。
I'm glad I decided to talk to you. At last, I have answers!
本当に友達作りで合ってるのかな。 フランさんって思い込みが激しい？
Is that really all the Queen could want? I think Fran might be getting ahead of herself.
すっきりした。本当にありがとう。
Oh, I feel so much better now. Thank you, Lady Alice.
どういたしまして。
Don't mention it. I'm just happy I could help.
友達になって嬉しいから、まあいいか。
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I got to make a new friend. Alice has leveled up and gained a skill point. A skill point. In fact, 2 skill points. Hello. Okay. Spend skill points to unlock new abilities. 5 bonus classwork, intelligence, stamina, sensitivity, charm. Well, let's go for the... Huh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Classes have happened. See what happens in the music room. Music teacher waffle. Oh my god, look at that hair. Welcome to the Academy's music room. You may either practice an instrument here or compose your own music if you're up to the challenge.
興味あります。
Wow, this looks like a pretty neat place.
冷やかしはダメだよ。
Don't waste his time if you're not going to do anything, Alice. Practice an instrument, see how we do. Feel free to practice with any instrument that catches your eye. The more you like one, the easier it is to master in the long run.
どんな楽器の練習をしようかな。
Oh, good idea. Which instrument should I learn today?
コーラスなら任せて。
If you need a chorus, I've got your back, Alice. Cat yowling!
上手に演奏できたよ。
Hey, that came pretty naturally to me. Okay. Out.
パン屋のアルバイトにだけは気をつけてね。
If you're going to work at a bakery, be careful which one you pick, alright? Excuse me?
気をつけてね。
Oh, she's the one who's quit! This guy, this must be the one who quit that bakery. Okay, if you say so.
図書館にいらっしゃい。ゆっくりしていってね。
Welcome back to the library. Feel free to stay as long as you like. Okay, self-study.
復習をするね。
Let's buckle down and study.
たくさん勉強できたよ。
I got a lot done. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Let's talk to Fran and see what we get from that.
フランさん、もうすっかり秋だね。
It really feels like autumn now, doesn't it, Fran?
風も涼しいし、過ごしやすいね。
Yes, the weather is nice and pleasant, especially with this cool breeze.
フランさん、
What's wrong, friend? Why are you sad?
お気に入りの剣が傷ついちゃってね。鍛冶屋に修理に出してきたんだ。
My favorite sword has suffered some rather unfortunate damage. I had to leave it with a blacksmith for repairs.
とっても悲しそう。騎士にとって剣はとっても大事なんだ。
No wonder she looks so down. A knight's sword is so important to them.
きっと治って戻ってくるよ。だから元気出して。
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get it back as good as new, so cheer up.
うん。ありがとう。
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Lady Alice. Oh, and we get dating sim in this at some point too, because we have a ask out on date option. Okay, change area.
今日は郊外の方に行ってみない？
Huh, hey, why don't we pay a visit to the outskirts of town?
なんか農場があるんだっけ？のんびりするのもいいね。
That's where the gardens of that farmland is, right? That sounds like a good place to relax.
じゃあ行ってみよう。
Great, then it's settled. Let's check it out. Okay. Outskirts.
のどかな光景だね。私好きかも。
The scenery here is so calm and peaceful. I really like it. On the outskirts of Panatelia, Alice breaks out into a cheerful run.
そんなに走ったら危ないよ。
Slow down or you'll hurt yourself.
平気平気。
It's okay, I'll be fine. Ah! Alice promptly trips on a rock, tumbling down in a dramatic fashion. She scrapes her knee in the process, causing it to bleed. See? What did I tell you?
言わんこっちゃね。
Don't say I didn't warn you.
痛いよ。
Ow, it hurts.
大丈夫？
You okay? Huh?
足が痛むの？ちょっと見せて。
Where does it hurt? Your leg? Let me take a look. Okay. This is adorable. The woman places her hand on Alice's scraped knee and applies healing magic, closing the wound. Oh!
という間に治っちゃ
It's all better now.
う。ママも私がはしゃいで怪我しちゃった時、こうやってヒールの魔法かけてくれたっけ？
Come to think of it, I think Mom used to give me healing magic too when I got hurt while playing.
なんだかあったかいな。
Feels kinda nice and warm.
はいおしまい。立てる？
There you are. All better. Can you stand up?
はい。ありがとうございました。
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much.
私って言います。
My name is Alice. What's your name? Chocolat Petite. Dear Christ.
私はショコラよ。よろしくね。
My name is Chocolat. It's nice to meet you, Alice.
元気いっぱいで微笑ましいわね。昔の誰かさんを見てるみたい。
Seeing you full of energy brings a smile to my face. You remind me of a certain someone when she was younger.
誰かさん？誰だろう？
Who's she talking about?
もう転ばないように気をつけてね。
Anyway, watch where you're running from now on so you don't trip again, alright? Chocolat smiles at Alice gently and then takes her leave.
ショコラさんか。優しいお姉さんだったな。
Wow, that Chocolat sure is a nice lady. As Chocolat continues walking, other townspeople warmly greet her. Each time she stops to talk to them, always with that same tender smile.
どうやら町の人気者みたいだ。
Looks like she's pretty popular with people around here.
ショコラさんだったら人気者間違いなしだよ。
Yeah, I mean, how could she not be?
また会いたいな。本当に素敵だったね。
She's so pretty, too. I hope I get to meet her again sometime.
君もすっかりファンになっちゃったみたいだね。
And just like that, you join the ranks of Chocolat's many admirers across town. Training grounds, farm, church, garden, clinic.
いらっしゃい。お花を見に来たのかしら。
Madeline.
マナーを守って鑑賞するのよ。
I know, right? It's one of those situations where I think that names help so much because it shows that while some of this would be considered cringe as all hell, all of this is being done with tongue firmly in cheek. It's great. Welcome. I take it you're here to enjoy the flowers? Just be sure to mind your manners while you visit, all right?
わかりました。
Okay, I will.
食事ができるテーブルもあるね。
Looks like there are even tables where we can sit down and eat. That's nice.
お花を見ながら食事もできるんだ。やってみたい。
Wow, so you can admire the scenery while you eat. We have to do that. Tea party. Let's see how we do.
お茶会は優雅に、静かに、マナーを守ってね。
Now, a proper tea party is one conducted quietly, respectfully, and with grace. Do you understand?
はい。優雅に、静かにですね。
Yes, ma'am. I can be quiet and graceful.
急には難しいかもね。
I don't know if those words have ever described the likes of you.
そんなことないもん。私だって優雅に、静かにできるもん。
They have too. I can be both of those things, Eben. Just watch me.
お茶の香り、会話の間合い、あなたの所作。どれも素晴らしかったわ。
You put on a wonderful display today. The fragrance of the tea, the pace of the conversation, and your behavior, all of it was splendid. I'm aware. I have items, I do believe. Oh, that just takes away stress. Do I have something that adds energy? Change area. Let's check out the central plaza. That's earning money. Home, because we're a little past the time to talk to daughter. I'm just tired, so I say we take a ride in a carriage for old time's sake. Does that sound fun?
え、いいの？やったー。
Really? Can we? Yippee! We sure can. Where do you want to go?
パパと一緒ならどこでも楽しいからお任せ。
You decide, Papa. Anywhere's fun as long as I'm with you. In that case, let's head somewhere with a nice view. What do you say?
あー、楽しみ。
Okay, I can't wait. I guess we don't actually do the thing, but... I'm not sneaking out. I refuse to do that. And I'm not going to start the day because this is one of those games where I would just go just one more day, month, whatever, and continue on, which is probably does actually mean I like it a whole lot, which is kind of surprising. I was not sure what I was going to think about this, but this one has that perfect blend of like cringe is kind of the wrong word, but saccharine is another one. It knows it's gonna be saccharine and overly cutesy, so it leans into it so hard that it turns it into not quite parody or satire, but just we're just gonna commit to the bit, and that makes it a better game than I expected it to be. Like a lot. I think this one might be one that ends up at some point going in the hyperfixation station because it both is hilariously funny in ways I did not expect, but it also has that kind of Zen life sim management kind of thing that for some reason sometimes just really is the only thing that will give me the dopamine. And this one isn't like running a whole fucking town. This is one person. And given that we are, for the most part, making the decisions as Alice, it doesn't have the problem of we're helicopter parenting the poor kid to death. So that's a load off my mind. And yeah, I enjoyed this a whole lot more than I thought I was going to. Which I really did not expect this one to go on to my I must have it list. But apparently I must have it. The heart wants what it wants. And what it wants is tongue-in-cheek pastry names and unhinged little goblins who went from burglar to to advise you to the fucking queen. I don't know. It's just a thing. It happens. So yeah, okay. That that is a big surprise, and it's always nice when those happen. Yeah, this game is thankfully already out, so I can just make it mine if I really want to, which I kind of do, which again is just blowing my mind. Anyway, but yeah, the Neotro is a sensible studio and seems to have left their demo up in perpetuity. So if you like the look of this, maybe download the demo and give it a shot. Remember, my opinion isn't the be all and end all, and sometimes the feel of playing a game can make or break your enjoyment, especially since you might choose different tracks than I did. So try before you buy whenever possible. Also, they probably keep track of how many times demos are downloaded, so it can be a show that demos will encourage people to buy the games, and maybe we'll get more of them. That would be great. For those who like a text-based and digression-free review, that'll be up on my Ko-fi page shortly. Never a paywall, I do it for the love of the games, but maybe toss some folks in my general direction if you like what I do. I like the company. The review will have the embedded VOD, which will also be on YouTube to join my gallery of epic, ridiculous, and more than occasionally profane flail, in case you joined late or just fancy coming back to it later. The backlog burrow will be on hold until either the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs or the Habs get knocked out of play, whichever comes first. I can hope for the former, but I'm almost certain that the Carolina Hurricanes will be the ones winning the Eastern Conference this year. But we might beat the Sabres, so that could be a thing. Anyway, I may be moving the burrow to something a little more recent when I pick it up again. I just picked up Mixtape, and it'd be nice to have someone to laugh with or yell at or whatever as I find out what all the fuss is about. That, or I'll just switch on to this thing, because this thing just deserves to have me groan laugh at it for eternity. I'm also working on a VOD only project, which I hinted to earlier, called Hyperfixation Station, where I showcase those idle Zen type games that hit all my hyperfocus buttons on my almost certainly ADHD riddled brain's endless quest for the dopamine. So I'll keep you updated on that. As to the demo dive, I'm back on my usual schedule, and so I'll be back on Monday with more demo goodness. Steam has been doing a whole visual novel event the last little while, so I tripped over a fair few demos I wanted to try out. If nothing changes between then and now, we'll be looking at Grace's Posthumous Wish, a spooky psychological visual novel by Tomo Toro. Cursed Town, Memories of a Dead Classmate, the potential for an anime Silent Hill looks promising, so I hope to see you there. Until then, or until next, have a good one.